City planners are starting to rethink how and where we build our communities and the infrastructure that supports them. Complete streets is a concept that roads should be constructed for all users, not just the automobile.
We want to encourage individuals to utilize alternative modes of transportation, specifically walking and bicycling, which does, of course, entail a more healthy, active lifestyle. The more alternative modes of transportation that you're accommodating, pedestrian, bicyclists, you're reducing the number of vehicles traveling the roadway, which of course reduces vehicular emissions, which are a large contributor to the poor air quality in the region. Complete streets are quite simply streets that accommodate all users of the facility, from bicyclists to pedestrians to individuals with sight impairments to, of course, motorists.
Last year, the county completed a reconstruction of Millersburg between roughly Heddon Road and Green River Road. And in the past, we didn't consider any kind of sidewalks or trails or anything. And we did construct a trail along the south side of Millersburg. We've got another project that's under design right now on Green River between Millersburg and Kansas, and it will have another sidewalk up the west side of Green River. So it may not be complete streets in the sense of the actual definitions in some of the manuals associated with complete streets, but it's a step in the direction of complete streets as far as the county is concerned.
We have obviously a road network that was established many, many years ago. This concept was not even around. So these roads were not planned, they were not built to accommodate all users. Nevertheless, we've got these very fixed physical structures in the form of roadways that are difficult to retrofit outside of a major road reconstruction project. So we look at ways, how can we take this existing facility, make it accommodate other users, and an excellent example of that would be a portion of Lincoln Avenue, which we converted from a 4-lane facility to a 3-lane facility a couple of years ago. And by doing that, we not only made it a safer roadway for the motorists, but we provided additional room for bicyclists there. So that's one way that we are accommodating the commuter group of bicyclists, is trying to widen the existing roadways when we can.
In the county, we really haven't as of yet, because we haven't constructed bicycle lanes for bicycle commuters. The only thing we've dealt with so far was the recreational trail. So it would have to be potentially a consideration in the future, but it hasn't been dealt with in the past. On the more major projects, like I know the city's put bike lanes in on Oak Hill Road. Part of the master plan is that the county would continue the widening of Oak Hill between Lynch and Millersburg. Funding is the biggest problem. We don't have the funding to pursue any major capital projects of any kind right now, and the money that we do have typically goes to reconstruction of existing problems more so than any extensions of sidewalks that aren't currently in existence.
We're going to develop more walkable communities and incorporate more of these facilities. A basic accommodation, sidewalks, which I think most people would agree is a basic facility. You look around town, there are many streets that were built years ago, 50 years ago. There's no sidewalks there. And for whatever reason, again, be it limitations on right-of-way or whatever the prevailing thought was at the time, that very basic amenity was not included as part of the road reconstruction. So sidewalks is a very critical aspect of that presently. We are requiring sidewalks to be put in, even though there are exceptions to that requirement. For the most part, we've been very successful in getting sidewalks put in on all new developments.
With the possibility of the ball fields going in out on Heckle Road, the county is looking into the possibility of improving Heckle, and sidewalks could be a component in that. So those are probably the two projects that could be upcoming the soonest. Other projects, the current road master plan calls for Green River to be widened all the way up to 57. That'll be another consideration as far as what pedestrian facilities, biking facilities could be included in those projects at the time contracts are signed on those design projects. So that's pretty well all we have in the works right now.
In moving forward, what can we do to incorporate all of these good things that we're talking about that promote a healthy lifestyle and give us facilities that everybody can use? Smart development and good development is an asset to the entire community. All of our roads are not going to be like Oak Hill Road anytime in my lifetime. But my vision of the future of our roads does include many other retrofits and other accommodations that even we can't foresee right now, just as we didn't foresee the complete streets 20 years ago. So it's only limited to our commitment and our imagination and our desire to make these things happen.